Hey guys, Insane Pink here, and today I'm going to be doing another video fishing sim. I've already recorded this. I was about 17 minutes in, and I realized my mic wasn't on, so we're going to try this again. I'm going to be a little bit more organized because I'm knowing what I'm talking about, but I'm here to talk to you about fishing sim. But this is not no ordinary fishing sim video. We are going to be talking about the new remaster, its trailer, the release date, and other things I've seen through question and answers and sneak peeks. Now, there's a lot that I'm going to be going over. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. When I was at 17 minutes, I was not done yet. So, we're going to be looking over the trailer. I'm going to be talking about it. I'm going to be debunking it, talking about different things I've seen it, talking about different things I've heard. We're going to go over a couple photos that I have, and then I'm going to talk about what I heard in the question and answer today in the Discord server. There are sneak peeks that I cannot show you because they are Nitro sneak peeks, and if I show them, I will get banned, and I don't really want to get banned, so if you want to see them yourselves, head on into Cloud Entertainment's Discord server. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Boost their server, and you'll have right on access to them. You just can't show them to anybody. So let's head on over to this right here. If I can pull it up. Alright, so there is a lot of new things in the Fishing Frontier trailer. One thing I do want to say, the release date is December 12th. There's no time in terms of an hour. They just said it'll release that day. They don't know whether it's going to be day, night, but I believe this time, we are actually going to have it. And it's going to be on that day, and we are going to have this remaster. Finally, after a year and a half, devs have been working really hard, and it makes sense because this entire game was recoded, remade. Every single island is different. There is not a single island that is the exact same as it was before the remaster. He did say that in the question and answer. So I'm going to get right into it, and we're going to talk about this. I'm going to be pausing it a lot as I go along, but that's just because I want to talk about some things. Let's go. I'm kind of running out of breath because even though I already talked about this, I'm kind of really excited to get this out there for you guys. I'm really excited about the remaster in general, and I'm excited to be able to make more content on it because you guys seem to like it. So here we go. Also, the music will not get me copyrighted. Alright, so from what we can see from here so far, Fountain is back. It's all new. Supply shop's going to be over here. Leaderboards are going to be up here around a little picnic area to hang out. The balloon's going to be off that way somewhere. I can see that there. Aquariums are going to be up there. I'll show that in a second. Level tags are going to be here. Pause it real quick. This right here is a big ship. I'm going to show that to you a little bit later in the video at a better angle. But that's where the aquariums are going to be. You're going to walk right in there. And in the question and answer, it was said it won't be happening immediately. There will not be any new tiers of the aquarium. But you will be able to fully customize the aquarium on your own. So if you wanted to make a huge, giant, single tank in the middle of the room, apparently you can do that. If you want to make little tanks that can only fit one fish each, you can do that. It's all going to be up to you and your design. So I'm really excited to see that. What else can we see from here? The chests are going to be here. So everything that's by the fence going towards the docks that is normally like around this area, it's going to be over here. What else can we see? Looks like Reagan's going to be in here. So Reagan's going to be right up in there. You can get your quest from him. I'm assuming there's definitely going to be new quests, but I don't know if they're going to be related to him. So we're going to have to see about that. New area to hang out. This looks like Ancients, I believe? Maybe? dunes. Alright. This is also a really good improvement. There's elevators and new scaffolding throughout Shadow Isles, which is going to be very helpful for people who struggle to get up the current ones. I mean, I'm on PC and I still struggle. I hate it so much. But yeah, it's not like back and forth, sharp turns you can fall. It's straightforward, you're just going up a little ramp. And there's a cart. Later on in the video, there's a part that I think I know where the cart goes, but we'll talk about that later. Now with this, I know what this is. I'll show it to you in a little bit in the video because it is shown in the background, and I don't know if everybody caught it in the background, but this is the front of a giant cargo ship, which will have this. There's going to be different puzzles and different obbies throughout the entire game to get to certain areas. So, like the river at Ancients, the way you had to do a quest in order to get to that, there's going to be different areas like that you have to do quests to get to them, but it's not going to be a one-time thing. You have to do them over and over and over and over again, which kind of seems tedious, but I'm sure they've integrated it in a way that it isn't, and it'll be very beneficial because those areas are going to be better to fish in, just like the river is for tigerfish. It's not going to be, tigerfish aren't going to be the #1 fish anymore. The river is not going to be the #1 place anymore. They've balanced out a lot of things in the remaster, which I will get to in a forum after this. But a lot of things have balanced out, money has balanced out, but I'm sure these areas they have to get to with obbies and quests are better than if you just fished in an open normal area. I don't think the level ranges have changed much. He didn't say yes or no on that because he doesn't really know, but he did say as long as you're over 230, you're fine. That's the only number he gave, which I'm assuming level ranges are gonna probably be about the same as they are now. It's just giving a way for people who are higher level, like me or Yuna or Smoo. Like, it gives us a way of doing something instead of just fishing constantly over and over and over, or hunting constantly over and over and over. It gives us a goal. Yeah, let's keep going with this. Did I need to pause there? Nope. Just making sure. I got a little list here. Let me know. New obbies. This is a picklocking area, which leads to a cave. This is definitely a cave. He did say that in the Q&A. There's 4 or 5 caves, I believe he said as well, of different areas. For this one, you probably have to do a quest to get the pick and lock, and then you have to go in there, do your thing. It's probably one of the ones that you have to repeat, which will be pretty interesting to see. This is one of the caves. It'll show more caves as we go. This is a redo on the mirror quest, Eruption Island. Now this leads down to a like futuristic area that I'm not sure where they got the idea to go with this with, but it is big. I've seen a lot of pictures, screenshots, videos, and a lot of them involve this place, so this area here is going to be pretty large and pretty important. I mean, they all are going to be, but this one in particular is going to be pretty large and pretty important. And there's some pretty hard challenges, it looks like. Okay, with this one, I didn't notice that. I'm wondering if that's because that's not what the scanner looks like in ours, so I'm assuming it either got a revamp and look or that's a new item, which he did say there is a new item that is going to be coming out to help. So I'm curious as to what it is. But there's a new revamp on the backpack. You can search it up by names, the sort by, I'm assuming the rarity. Well, I'm assuming it goes by rarity or neons. So ascending, descending, it lets you figure it out a lot easier. Also, another thing, wait a minute, what is this? That's interesting. I didn't see that before, because they already has that here, so I'm curious what this is. Right there. New item? Couple new items. This might be new item. This might be the radar, because it's not in there. So that might be the radar, but I'm curious what that is. That is something new, and I want to know what it is. The backpack symbol icon got a new update. Right click to lock item, that's normal. Dragging, toolbar, that's normal. Here you can see there's a couple new boats. This one, those are new. But what I paused this for is I wanted to mention the pirate ship is limited on here. Now I'm wondering if it's just the tag to show, oh, this might happen to other boats, or if the pirate ship is actually going to be leaving, which will be very interesting. It also has sails. I'm wondering if like one day there's one sail, one day there's another sail. That'd be pretty interesting. And it also offers the ability to see what it starts with and what it ends with. That's really helpful when you're trying to buy a boat and trying to get a certain range of speed or health, or you're trying to figure out how much it really does in terms of the upgrading. Okay, and for this area, interesting. I think he just has the reset data because he's a developer. I only just saw that right there. For all of this, you can select the certain quest task available in the different areas instead of wondering where it came from, where you got it. You can just click it and it'll show you right where to go. I think that's pretty handy. The fishing bar itself, the main premise of the game, fishing, has gotten a revamp as well, so that's pretty neat. Trying to see if I can see anything different while I'm also here. I don't. The fishing index got a revamp. Oops, I kicked something. The fishing index got a revamp. You have all the islands separated as they are, but you can also see them. It gives you a total out of variance found, a little bit easier to see. And there's also down here, if you get certain kinds, if you complete certain quests, you get a mutation boost, or you get special items. That'll probably be rods, spears, and as that is right there, the UFO ship, which is really interesting, and I'll get to that in a second. But the mutation boost will help with neons, and that's going to be really good in terms of how it's starting now, because they're going to make it so neons are a lot easier to get. Okay, back to what I was saying. I got a little distracted by the exploiter. I'll deal with that later. I already dealt with one while I was starting the other video. So the UFO, it's actually going to be pretty good. I'm going to move right on. We're going to show it right here. Right there. You saw that? I'll dip it back a little bit just so you can see it again. Watch under the UFO. Look at that. The UFO fishes for you. Not only does it fish for you, which if it is collecting it separate other than your rod, that'll be pretty epic. If it is collecting it from your rod, but if it isn't, that's really OP, just fine by me. And if it's that, and it's also the only flying vehicle in the game. That's pretty damn cool. So let's keep going. New one there, new one there. Alright, I wanted to point out from this angle, this is not Watcher's Bay. This is no longer Watcher's Bay. That's where Watcher's Bay would be, and it is not there. So that is also going to be changed. Kind of want to pause, see if I can see anything else from this angle. I can't really, so there's nothing going to be coming from that way, I'm guessing. New spear. Yes, you just saw it explode. The bomb spear, I don't know if it's going to be coins or gems, but it is pretty powerful in terms of not only does it explode the shark or the orca, it knocks it backwards. Well, down. So it's helpful in terms of getting away. That spear there, I don't know what it is. I've not seen it before. I also have to talk about that in a second. I don't know what it is, but it is strong enough to one-shot the orcas or the sharks. So I'm interested in seeing how strong it's going to be. It is not going to be as strong as the Jaded, because it was already said in the Q&A that they're planning on making one stronger, but they have not yet. So it's going to be in between the, I forget what it's called, the Trident or the Jaded, which is pretty cool. Now I'm going to talk about the background. Looky right here. You remember that cargo ship I was talking about? That's what it is right there. Look how big it is. It is so big. Well, hiccup, sorry. It's huge. And it's going to have stuff inside of it. I'm assuming a place to fish. You got to do quest. It's going to be crazy. This is a new backpack they're talking about, which is apparently gonna be pretty good. I don't know if it's gonna be the best. I'm gonna switch over to a clip I have right here, but this is a better view of the new backpack that is going to be coming out. It's gonna have a lot of storage space, and as you can now, you can switch between that one, or you can switch between the other ones to have on your back while still having the best storage space. We're gonna move it back over to the trailer. Actually, did I have anything I wanted to show here? We have the new GUI, since we already talked about it. I'll bring it up again. It shows you what you do have, even though it's not counting there. I don't think the Blossom Rod is gonna be a reward. I think that was just a placeholder, but it does show you like what it does for boost. Let's see, do I have any others I want to show right now? Nope, I don't think so. So we'll go back to the video and we'll keep watching. We're almost done. There's a couple new rods there. You get a lightsaber, but it's upside down. You got a dumbbell. What is that? That's a shovel with poo on it. Nice. You have a new Excalibur looking thing right there. I think that is the Excalibur rod. It's just changed. Where did it go? Alright, this is what I want to pause on. Right there is the big aquarium boat that I was talking about. It's neon, it's see-through, it's really cool. So I'm excited to see that in the remaster. The fish. The fish got a little bit of an update. I'm gonna show you this as well. Not only did they get a better look to them, they also got an animation. I don't know if it's just going to be in the aquariums or if it's going to be in the aquariums and the water, but they have animations now, which I think is really cool. It's a big step forward. I did not change that back. Let me change that back to the trailer and we're going to keep going. Apparently they did add, I keep pausing, but that was the point of this. They added a fish that is, if any of you are Subnautica fans, they added a fish that is like the Reaper Leviathan, so keep an eye out for that. We got our old fish and the new fish, got a new area. There's nothing in there, I already paused it on there to see. Quest, you got a new cave. This is the area that I think the coaster from Shadow Isles is going to lead you to, because I don't know if they'd have a coaster in more than one area. This is one of the caves. This is another one of the caves. Like I said, there's going to be 3 or 4 caves. They already said there will be. This looks like the temple at Ancient, possibly. This looks like a very detailed geode kind of area. This one is, I think, part of the futuristic area, but I'm also interested in why there's a countdown. What are they counting down? He's also got the bomb spear in his hand, but I'm wondering why there is a countdown. Very curious. I'm assuming for whatever this is. But what does that do, right? But there you go. Coming to Roblox December 12th, 2021. There was a lot to unpack in that video. I hope I covered pretty much everything I could have with that video. I still have a few more things to talk about and I'm gonna go over them. But like, there's a lot in this remaster, and that's not even like a little speck of it. They've already said that this is nothing. They've shown like nothing compared to what is actually going to be in the remaster, which is really cool to me. I love the surprise to it. It lets me offer more to you guys. It lets them offer more to you guys, and I'm really excited to see what they have coming out. Let's see, what else do I have in terms of pictures? Oh yeah. So in the Discord, like I told you, which will be in the description down below, they have sneak peeks. And over time, they have released more and more and more as the remaster got closer. This is one of the pictures a while back that was posted by Amazing Abs. Looks like a giant fan with some aquarium, so I'm interested in what this area is going to be. I'm wondering if it's an aquarium or if it's something else. But recently, there was also this posted, which looks like it's on the other side. But you can see, if I can play it back real quick, you can see it's offering you different points at the top to move it backwards. If I move it a little bit forward, you can see another point to the left there that's also letting you move it, but it's red. So I'm thinking there's a chance of this possibly being the aquariums, because it's letting you move it and remodel it. You could also see a second ago, if I pick it back just a smidge, the flooring right there highlights as he puts his cursor over it. So I'm thinking this is going to be the new aquarium setup, if you want it to be like this. Just giving you an example of what it could be. The kitchen. The kitchen is a really big mystery right now. Nobody knows what it is. Nobody knows what it's for. I honestly cannot tell you what I think it is. I have no idea. There's little, is that sushi? There's a little sushi on there. Maybe we're cooking our fish. Maybe we're giving a chance to cook our fish. I don't know. But there's a lot happening. So this is just another thing that's been thrown into the chaos of wondering. Really curious what it's going to be, because they haven't given much of any information on it at all. Another thing they haven't really given much info on is this area. And I'm thinking this area is coming with the Christmas update. Christmas update will be coming out. They've already said that. They're just waiting for the remaster to get done, and then they're going to be taking that out with it not too long after, just as long as they know there's no bugs with the remaster or anything, they can get it worked out a little bit. But I am thinking that this is going to either be with the Christmas update, or it is a whole other area entirely that we have not been introduced to much. This screenshot was from a while back, also posted by Abs. So I mean, she's a developer. If you're getting a picture from the developer, well, a developer, she's a coder. if you're getting a picture from a coder, you're getting a lot of information. So I'm curious what this is going to be. Let's see. I think that's what I have for images, so I'm gonna move on to talking about the dev forum. And I think I'm going to talk about the December dev forum first. So I'm going to switch my screen over to here, and I'm going to read about this a little bit with you guys. He says, "Hey all, as most of you know, a couple months back we announced that we've been working on a remastered version of Fishing Simulator. We initially estimated the release to be early December, which is last year. Not this year, December. Last year, December. However, it's quite obvious that we weren't able to achieve that estimate. Therefore, I'm writing this to update you guys on the progress and hopefully answer some questions you've been asking." He wrote this December... It says December 2020, so that would be last year before the next year came. As in this year, 2021. So, it was almost about a year ago. By the time you guys are probably seeing this, it would be technically a year ago. When will the remaster update be released? We still can't give the exact release date yet. We can now, because now we are in the future and we have it. We are estimating that it'll take a couple more months to complete. The reason it took so long, I'm going to skip right over that and I'm going to go right to this one. It took so long because they're completely rewriting the entire code. That is because they've grown a lot as a team. They went from 2 people to 6 people, and it's really hard to update and complete and remodel a game when the game has messy old coding. So recoding a game is kind of important to all platforms that are a little bit older. Will you lose everything I lose everything I currently have in a game? No. You won't have to restart the game. We're not going to reset data. Now the thing with that, I heard in the Q&A is he's gonna talk to Spinaz about possibly offering it for people, but if there's too many, it's probably gonna be a no. But if you want your data reset for the remaster, I'm thinking he might try to make it an option. So for this one, so what does this all mean? This means that the remaster update isn't just going to make the game more fun to play, it means that the remaster is setting the game up for future success, which is exactly what a game needs to be doing of this level. With all the growth that has been happening within our team, and with all the changes that the remaster will bring, we will be able to release updates more frequently and efficiently. Consistently and efficiently, which is true. Better coding means you're able to change it easier and change it back easier, which encourages developers in order to do those updates. If they don't have the proper platform to do it, they're not going to want to. I mean, that's kind of obvious. So that's it for the December of 20. And there is another one from earlier in that year. Yeah, this is September 2020, so this is a little bit earlier in the year. He's talking about the things that the remaster is going to fix, which is the economy and inflation, aka the difference in price when you're fishing at Port Jackson versus the difference in price when you're fishing at Ancient River. They're going to be balancing that out so it's the same everywhere. I don't know if they're going to be balancing out so it's the same as Port Jackson everywhere, or if it's going to be the same as you're fishing at Ancient River everywhere. So we will see how that goes when it actually happens. The entire premise of the remaster is really to just try and rebalance everything. They want everything to kind of be able to be used. You go from Port Jackson to Eruption, and then you never use Port Jackson again for fishing. Go from Eruption to shadow and you never use eruption again. And it's just a constant thing until you get to the river. And once you get to the river, nothing else is useful. They're trying to fix that, and I think they probably have. They've done a lot to try and fix things. We're gonna go back in here. I'm gonna bring it back to the game because I'm gonna talk about some things from the Q&A. I made a little bit of a list. I'm really trying for you guys. Have we talked about that? Aquariums definitely will have more space. I think they're putting more in different sections that you can do. There's gonna be a better way of farming than tigerfish. He did say that. There will be waves. They're changing up the water, so there will be waves in the future. There might be coral reefs. There might be fish you can visibly see in the water. I mean, they're trying their best to make it as realistic as possible. Watchers of Fortnite removed. It'll be seasonal. Fortnite maybe, maybe not. We'll see. The fish aren't leaving. They're just going to be relocated. Definitely will be new pets. They have that planned. It's not going to happen immediately with the remaster, but once the remaster comes out, they can start working on that. I believe with the remaster, though, pets will work. As in the stats that are currently on them will work, and you will be able to level them. Don't take my word for that, but I think that's what's going to be happening. There are going to be new mobs as in sharks, orcas. They didn't say exactly what. It might be new variants of sharks, it might be new variants of orcas, or it might be something else entirely. We don't know yet. We'll have to see. That is planned, though. That is also another thing like the pets that they don't have out and set yet, but they will be doing once the remaster comes out. Let's see. There's going to be long-term goals. So for the people that are higher level, they have something to do other than to just fish. New boats, already got to that, I already told you about that. Oh, definitely one thing I need to mention. My gem grinding video after the remaster is going to be completely useless. Now, the reason it's going to be useless is because they are removing the gem chest from private servers, so you can no longer grind in private servers for gem chest. Apparently the inflation of gems is already way too high, so they're removing that aspect so you can get them in other ways. They don't want you to be using private servers to grind for them anymore in that way. You still can get them in there, but in terms of the chest itself, they're gone. New bosses. They said new bosses will be coming. Kraken. They had said a Kraken will be involved. I mean, that's pretty cool to me. Deep Ocean will have coral and fish. That was a question, so it's possible. They are thinking about adding weather, so snow, rain, increases the chance of certain things. It is a thought. It's not going to be happening immediately, but it is a thought. Upgrades on spears. So, just like, I don't know if it'll show it here. No, it won't. I don't remember getting that. Just like the Jaded Crystal has a buff, certain ones have a buff. Let me get to it real quick so I can explain this better. Right. Okay, don't give it to me then. Right here. So, just like it has that, the specialties, the upgrades, you should be able to upgrade them. I don't know if it's happening immediately with the remaster, but it is something that is being planned. Alex said that was for sure. Alex, as in Mischief. You know who I'm talking about if you're in the Discord server. Let's see. Yeah, something will eventually be better than Jaded. There's gonna be new rods. I already showed that in the trailer. One thing, get your pictures with your huge pikes, because the huge pikes have been nerfed. The huge pikes are no longer going to be the largest, and they're no longer going to be the size that they are now. So if you want the picture with the huge pike, you better get it now while you can, because they are not going to be that size anymore. New secret item, I did mention it in the video, and I did show a spot where I thought it could be. That was pretty interesting, of those 2 items that we saw before. Let me pull it up real quick. If I can find it. It should be right around here. Yeah. So these 2 things right here. I'm not sure what that is, and I'm not sure what that is. So they are 2 new things that will be happening in the remaster. Maybe, possibly, it might be later on, but for now they are a thing that's going to be happening. I don't know what they are, but we'll see. Let's pull it back over here. Pet levels. Pet levels will be a thing. He said they will be a thing. I don't know if there'll be a thing in the remaster. The entire thing is, I don't know if it's going to be a thing in the remaster, obviously. But we can only hope and see what happens. It's not going to be that many days, so just chillax and we'll get it done. Live events. He has the ability to start things from his desktop at any time. So live events happening in the game will be a thing. What they'll consist of, I don't know, but they will be a thing. He has said that. He wasn't sure whether he could say that or not, but I heard it, so I'm telling it because I can. Talked about the UFO. Underwater caves, those were a maybe, maybe not. They're not sure yet. That'd be something that comes later on. No new bosses immediately, but they will in the future. He is very adamant on Kraken. Kraken will be here. I don't know when, but he was very adamant that the Kraken will exist. Christmas update will come soon enough. Screen notifications. So like when you catch a fish here, let me show an example real quick. Or not. My spear is broken. There we go. I mean my rod. What is that? Oh, it's our fish. So like we get this, there will be a new update pop up that has that. It'll show a picture of it, and if it's a neon, it'll tell you it's a neon. It'll also be a neon on the image. So it's really neat with that. Prehistoric fish are yes. He said yes to prehistoric fish. Marine reptiles will also be a yes. He said a yes to that. I don't know if it's going to be immediate, but it is going to be a thing. And the last thing that I have written down here is that there might... Well, he was very adamant on it. So, pineapple Easter egg. Somewhere under the water, there was going to be a pineapple. Who lives in it? Who knows? But that is the information that I have for the remaster. Just to cap it off, new pets, new rods, new boats. Everything is going to be different. Everything's going to have a quest to it. Everything is going to be revamped for people low and high levels to be able to enjoy. Money is going to be different. Currency, well, not money. The currency inflation is going to be different. Everything's going to be balanced out. You'll need to do quests to get into certain areas, and gem grinding in private servers will no longer be a thing, so my one video will mean nothing. People will still view it and they'll be like, why doesn't it work? And I'll just be like, I said it in another video. If you just watched it, you would know. But that is really all the information that I have to offer you guys today. I think I covered pretty much everything that I could. If I get anything new, any new information before the remaster releases, I will probably try to make a quick video on it for you guys so you stay updated and you know. Like I said before, make sure you check out the description for the Discord server for Cloud Entertainment. That's where you can see the sneak peeks yourself. There's tons more that I didn't show. So if you want to see those for yourself, make sure you go into the description down below and join the server. If you want to see secret sneak peeks that I am not allowed to show, make sure you boost the server and they'll be right there for you. Yeah. But other than that, I think I am done for tonight until I find something new to share with you all. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like. If you want to see more content like this, or you want me to make more content like this, make sure you comment down below what you want me to do, what you want me to play. If you want me to make more fishing sim content, I can also do that. Just let me know what you want a tutorial on, or what you want me to do. I don't friend people, but if you want to hang out, my joins are always on. Just let me know. And yeah, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And I hope you really enjoyed the video. So thank you all so much for watching. Bye bye.